Minions have spawned. Here a sack, man. Oh, yeah, thank you so much for reminding me, Amaterasu. There we go. I finally got this quest done. I've had this quest for days to do 3 global emotes across 3 different matches, and I've just... Dude, it's been taking me so long, so I just keep forgetting. I don't know why, dude. But, there we go. In case this match does make it to YouTube, we're back with Zhong Kui. Apparently my last Zhong Kui, like, duel was, like... Okay. I refuse to believe I was in that. Like, it's been since, like, July of last year since my last Zhong Kui duel, I think. Which is crazy, because I feel like I play, like... I feel like I've played way more in duel. But I think I just never uploaded them for one reason or another. Like, I would either get stomped, or I would just stomp my opponent. You know what I mean? So, jeez. Can we just, like, do that? Oh, wow, you can. Okay, cool. But, pretty excited to play Zhong Kui again. Especially, like, as a YouTuber, and, like, you more than likely are going to use the skin you use as a thumbnail. And it's nice having, like, you know, a new skin for a thumbnail. Because I think all my other Zhong Kui videos are, like, it's, like, the same, like, 2-3 skins. Like, it's not really much has changed. If she killed those minions, she would have been level 5, but she still get level 5. Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright, so she has a lot of more mana. So I'm not gonna be able to get the red buff, but that's fine. At least when I back, I know I can get the my Bancroft, so that's good at least. As I always say, not too often when you go Bancroft will you get the red buff, so gotta kind of keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and go back. Oh, I hear you. I hear you on that one, Darkstar. Yeah, that one. That's rough. I'm kind of Bracer. Very interesting. Well, I guess Zhong Kui, he can be quite bursty with this too. Which, I mean, that's what we're leveling our abilities up with, is burst. From the 2. I used to, like, always max out the 1, but people kept telling me to max the 2, and I'm like, you know, you're right. Maxing 2 is, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of burst. But I think if you're doing something like Assault or something like that, I guess you would go with the 1. Depending on team comps, because you're just gonna be like a lot of just poking, not a whole lot of much else. Now the thing about this matchup is that I don't have that good of disengage, so like if she decides to all in me with an ult, I can't really do a whole lot about it. Like I don't have a CC immune ultimate, anything like that, right?
I've missed so many months. Now to get them all back.
Shaloki, welcome back, dude. It's been like half a year since we've seen you. Thank you so much for the 9 months Twitch Prime. That's a Twitch Prime, baby, like right there. And we just got a first blood for you. But welcome back, man. But there we go. That was pretty easy and simple kill there. Basically, she just tried to just exchange blows with me while I was poking her down. So you notice there, she used her stuff on the minion wave. I didn't. I think I still had a majority of her minion wave up, and I was just poking her down. And then you saw there, I actually canceled out her doing her ultimate. Like if you rewind and you listen to her, I'm pretty sure she tried casting her ultimate. But I stunned her with my 3 right before she got it off and became CC immune. So that's a good one. We just poked her down. We got the bracer out too. Awkward getting body blocked there. And yeah. Pretty easy and clean. At this point, when Zhong Kui gets a first blood, it doesn't really matter, you know, who you are too much. He's really big bully. He's a real big bully. It's also great about Zhong Kui. I think Zhong Kui is at a really good place now, with all the buffs he's received over the wow, he actually got hit by that. His dash is down. Oh my god, just imagine that just like bopped him. That was close. I need to do more auto attacks when I'm ulting. If I just auto attacked it one more time, he would have been dead, obviously. But that's pretty good. So we're pretty much looking for her to use her dash. Some Amaterasus, they pop their 2 and dash through the wave, turn around, and the 2 is fully charged from the dash through the minion wave, and they'll just blow it up that way. But if she does that, then I have a pretty good lock on. Caught her dash, yeah. Kind of surprised she's not like auto attack trading me a little bit more. There we go. Like if we're auto attack trading, obviously she's gonna beat me, right? Because of her passive. So this is gonna be a pestilence, which is I'm fine with that. I don't know if I want to go Nemean Lion or go into Breastplate of Valor. I might just go Breastplate of Valor, try to just like roll on her with my cooldowns. Oh, I see she's a lot tankier. She's a lot tankier now that she has that tier 3 defense. But this is the great thing about Zhong Kui, right? Is he has easy, confirmable poke with the 1, and it's on a very low cooldown. I think the game might be a little loud. I'm gonna adjust that. Big bully, big bully. I think we'll just get the Valor, so we'll do one more wave in the back. Aw. Did I take the smalls at all? I don't know if I did. I'm surprised she didn't take my blue earlier. That's why when I was coming to lane, like I jumped to see over the wall if she took it. She never did. But the match is going to slow down a little bit here until I can get my penetration. A lot of warriors often go double prot, so you kind of want to keep that in mind. This case, if they go into something like a Pestilence or Bork of Hope, I don't see them too often go into second defense. But if they go into like an Ansel or Runic Shield, you bet they're going to do it at second magical protection item. What to do here? I'm not too sure. I'm gonna halt on that on the second relic. We could do some. I was thinking about going into a sprint, or a beads, so she doesn't stun me and I can just keep chasing her. That's unfortunate. We need to break apart. Her auto attacks are doing work. Our specialty isn't in. Okay. Our specialty is not in boxing, right? So we got to keep our distance with Amaterasu. That's how we're going to beat Amaterasu. Base Scratcher. Yeah, I need to get more pin. Kind of goes to show you like how strong, like when someone gets a tier 3 defense, how strong it is. It's actually a good opportunity to push this. It's actually really good. Even though we didn't get the red buff and we lost a relic, it's actually pretty good. Okay, so now she has Thorns, which Thorns is a really good relic against Zhong Kui. So you can kind of see like how our power dips, right? Like we started off doing a lot of damage, and then she gets tier 3 defense, and then our damage just goes all the way back down. So it looks like she's going double anti-healing. So, while it looked like in the beginning that I was just gonna roll over her, right? Now, not so much. But if she goes into brawlers, no, it's Crusher. Okay, interesting. So if she's gonna go into Crusher, then this is actually a pretty good transition item for her to go into auto attacks. So I was like, if she goes into brawlers, I think like almost kind of solidifies her into going into an like almost like an ability based build, or just like not really an auto attack build. Because if she goes into an auto attack build, we're gonna have a much harder over time in the late game, right? If she goes into an ability based build, which I wouldn't recommend anyone doing as Amaterasu, then we'll be all right, right? So we're in for an interesting game. We might have to get Gem of Ice, even though I hate getting Gem of Ice. Though we might very well have to get it, so we can keep disengaging. Red buff is up. I have less than half HP, so we're looking pretty spooky. Oh, that was almost good for us. We almost got her with that shell bait into the tower, but at least we got both her relics for both my relics, so she does get the red buff, but at least we lived. 2 relics for 2 relics. Ult for ult. But yeah, at least this will be a challenging match, right? Good news, we got our penetration. Wow, she hasn't finished that yet? Well, now it's obviously finished, but I'm debating if I want to go into Divine Ruin. Because Amaterasu does heal, obviously. Even though it's not like a burst heal. It's more of like the Divine would be kind of ideal for like long extended fights. That's where Amaterasu's heal is actually impactful. It's for the longer term, right? And so we can get anti-heal for that, and of course the anti-heal would be good for the Racer. You're gonna need Divine. Ama heals a lot. Yeah, exactly. And also that's more penetration for us, right? So that's always good. I don't know what she's doing right now. She needs to be guarding her tower. She hasn't been too strong in the tower defense. I wonder if she's just going straight for BDK. Which, big possibility. Not anymore though, but that was a weird interaction. Yeah, she's a really fast character. So I might have to get Gem of Ice, so. As I always say, I hate going Gem of Ice, so I only get if I feel like I need to get it to win. At least we're winning objective-wise. I think I'm gonna get Gem first. This could be a bad move. It's like I kind of want anti-healing, and we're gonna end up getting both. It's just like, do you get Gem? Like, which one do you feel like might be more helpful? Adding more self-peel to yourself and more control, or some anti-heal. So right now I'm just gonna get the Gem of ISO, get some more control, and then we'll get the anti-heal. Now for the Bancroft, she only has Pestilence, so I think Bancroft is still fine to keep. If she gets like, if she does some crazy deal and she gets like, triple anti-healing, then we probably want to get rid of the Bancroft, right? Even though Bancroft does give you some good power. Hi. She has her Executioner now. But yeah, this is what we don't want. We don't want her to like basically have the haste effect with how much movement speed she has. Like once we get to that point where she can just like left click hero, then we're in a bad spot. You can tell in her play she's really feeling her power right now. Yo, what's up, Trent? How you doing? Red buff is up. She knows this. I think she was trying to bait me to whatever. Get some healing. Right now, we're just really trying to do this poke game. That's pretty good. We all know she wants that red buff. We have better sustain than she does, so. There we go. So we saw that she popped thorns, and I was so close to pressing my ultimate, but luckily I held off, and we're good. She took really hard. Yeah, she's you can really tell she's really trying to put some pressure on. I'll wait for them to do this wave. Might as well. I think if I used my ultimate when she popped thorns, I probably would have died. Been watching stuff for probably over a year or so. I just got a PC, so I made a Twitch account, just letting you know. You're my first follow. Yo, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for, you know, hanging around, watching, supporting, dude. Much appreciated. We're trying to get a nice competitive Zhong Kui game for YouTube. Ah, here's a Toxic Blade. So Toxic that's like 40% anti, right? And then so she's gonna have like 65 if she's near me. It's always kind of weird. I always kind of have trouble with like contemplating how much anti-healing is enough for me to like, okay, Bancroft, we just gotta switch it out. And then like, what do you switch it out for? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously Bancroft is still excellent if we can do what we did last game and disengage and heal off minions without her anti-heal or anything like that. Then obviously like Bancroft is gonna be great for that. Jesus, she's really fast. It's almost like she doesn't have a Gem of Ice on her. Oh, she got the Winged Blade. That explains. Hey, 1v1 against Zhong Kui. Yeah, he's quite hard to deal with. I think she just went. Oh, that sucks. I should just went to place a ward. That's good. Real good movements there, actually. Alright, that's good for her. I'm just gonna back off here. She's low enough HP to where I don't think she's gonna do BDK if I back, so just back off. Get this Divine Ruin. I think this Divine Ruin would be a nice topping. Backcross still gives you so much power. Yeah, that's the thing. Got this for countering auto tag mages in Duel? Nope. If I see a Chronos in Duel, I'm more than likely gonna lose it. It's like if I end up against a Chronos, against like, you know, the not so high tier gods that I play quite often in Duel, it's more than likely I'm gonna lose it. So that's why I ban Chronos. I try to do my best to ban Chronos. Not all the time can I ban Chronos. Freya, I almost never get the ban. Most often my opponents will ban Freya, however. I'd imagine if you're fighting someone like Chronos, you gotta hope you're a character that has like a lot of burst. Now she has red buff. Now we're not too good. We're in that, you know, we don't feel so good, you know. But yeah, for someone like Chronos, you gotta be a certain kind of character. I don't know what kind of character, but like, I'd imagine you have to like really put on the gas pedal against a Chronos, and you have to keep in mind the timer for their ultimates, and you have to fight them. If they don't have their ultimate up, you have to fight them. You gotta do something. Oh, that sucks, dude. It's gonna be a long match, guys. You were Hercules? Yeah, I frankly, I don't see Kronos losing to a Hercules. In that kind of matchup, I think the only time... So here's the thing about Hercules and Duel. In general, I find him to be really strong in the early. Like, in the early to mid, I find him to be where he's at his strongest. Like, he has chunky autos. He can be a real big bully. And if you're fighting against Kronos, I don't think Kronos has, like, the best of early games. It's certainly not bad, but I don't think he has, like, the great. So, in that kind of case, I think you have to, like, maybe when you start the match, catch him off guard by, like, the red camp area, or, like, just end up behind him or something like that. Because I've fought people in Duel, like Camazot's, like, ability-based characters, and what they would do is, like, before the wave comes in, they already have a position advantage. They just come up behind you, or they bait you into starting red buff, and you use your abilities on red buff. Ooh, we stunned her in there. That was good. That was perfect. But yeah, I think the only tactic for Hercules versus Kronos is, you know, as long as the Kronos is not like a full-on Pepega, right? You gotta, like, I don't know, try to catch him by surprise, and you gotta smash him in the early. If you don't win the early as Hercules against Kronos, you're not gonna win the game. Because Kronos is just gonna outscale Hercules so hard, in my opinion. You would just ban him? Yeah, I mean... So you just gotta keep in mind, not all the time can you ban Kronos, right? Like, if someone shit bans or whatnot, then, you know, you're gonna be like, dang it, dude, like, do I want to fight a Kali Baka? You know, it's, but yeah, you can do your best. That's what I do. I do my best to ban out Kronos. Oftentimes, I'm sure other people experience this too, but like, you might have a common ban, and then one ban phase will come around, and you're like, you know what, let's ban this instead of that, and then you're like, okay, the one time I don't ban this god, they're playing that god, and then you just regret it, and then you're like, you know what, I'm just going to always ban that. You know, it's always that cycle. So it looks like she did get the Brawler's Beat Stick. I wish I was fast. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I had to get... If I didn't have Gem of Ice, so that wouldn't have happened, but there you go. Her build's kind of weird. Toxic Blade would have been much better. Yeah, I think the Toxic Blade would have really complemented her stack and her passive even faster, and then, of course, you know, Executioner. And then the movement speed on top of that would have been great. The movement speed with Winged Blade, her speed passive, and then, you know, Toxic and all that, you know, should have been moving really fast. Honestly, if she had Toxic Blade, I think Toxic also gives you like 100 HP. If she had Toxic right there instead of Brawlers, I think she might have lived. Wow, I got promoted from Gold 5 to Plat 3. Well, to be fair, this is my first promo on this account. 'Cause I haven't... When you think you are safe, but you're not. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, I didn't think I was going to be able to catch him, but I was just like, let's just do it. That's the way it is. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, if I didn't build the way I built, I probably would have lost. You know what I mean? Like, I guess, did her Wing Blade not proc at all? Did I proc it at the red buff and then about time, like... Because I'm just kind of thinking, like, I think Wingblade proc would have saved her. I don't know if it procced or not, or maybe I just procced it early. I didn't intend on proccing this early or anything. But, yeah, there you go. It took some patience, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't, like, full gas pedal in, like, my normal matches, but we did that in the early. But then as soon as she got the Pestilence, you notice that, like, I just didn't really have a chance. I had to, like, slowly, you know, build myself up and get the penetration, get the Gem of Iso, get the anti-healing. I think our build was perfect. Yeah, good game. I think it just kind of came down to there's a few times where I think he was too aggressive and he went underneath my tower with my 3-up, and I just stun him into the tower, and then it's just easy damage there. Good game, though.